Hello everyone, how's it going? It's Olympus, and in this video I'm gonna explain to you guys everything you guys need to do to get your 40 gold gear, and everything you guys need to do before you move on to 50. So right now I'm gonna show you guys where the NPCs are to acquire your gold gear, which are down here in the Eastern Trade region in Sulan. I'll open up the mini-map just in case you guys don't know. This is where I'm at. NPCs are right here. Talk to this guy, and he has the weapons. And for the weapons, you can actually, if you do your yellow quests, you'll actually have a quest to make this your first gold weapon, and you're gonna need this obsidian, hematite, and Filmari tier, and I'll show you guys where to get that pretty soon. So that's where the weapon guy is. If you talk to this guy, obviously he's got the armor and all that. And if you talk to this guy right here, there's an ornament for your necklace and your earring and stuff like that. So that is the dungeon crafted gear. And there's another gold gear set, and that is the actual crafted gear, where you actually like handcraft it. And that you have to talk to this guy right here, and you hit creation, and you can create your weapon. So obviously you guys are in the 40s, so you guys would have to get the recipe for it, the main recipe. Then you need your billets, your formulation, and you need identification oil after you craft it to see the stats on it. And it's going to cost you 3,000 Imperial coins. It's going to cost you inspiration and vigor. Vigor is actually diligence. And you can check that by pressing V, going down to any one of these tabs. And you see diligence is right here and inspiration is right here. But since you guys are probably new and you probably haven't been gathering a lot, you guys probably still have a lot of diligence and inspiration. So you probably don't have to worry about that. Okay, so that's the other way. Now, how do you get these recipes? Well, you gotta do a quest, Old Man Quinn, or Old Quinn quest. That's what the name would be. It'd be called handmade or handcrafted, something along in that lines. And once you complete that, you'll get a recipe. You can pick that quest up. I'll go over here and I'll show you guys. It's 120 steps too, so keep that in mind. It's a pretty lengthy quest. You gotta do like 120 stops and various like other things involved in the quest. But you'll pick it up from this guy right here. He'll have the quest for you. And that's how you get the recipe. And for the billets and stuff, you actually have to craft the billets, or you can buy them in the auction house. So I believe if you go under alchemy, okay, yeah, under alchemy you can craft your identification oil and stuff like that. And your formulations, you can craft those under woodwork. And that's how you get those. So you guys are going to need a lot of hematite. So you're going to have to get your hematite from this guy, Imperial Society Merit. If you open up this shop, he's got hematite. You can buy one for 100 Imperial Society Merit. This is what I would recommend to get your hematite. Or breaking down gear, which also gives hematite, or any dungeon usually drops hematite. So yeah, you're gonna need a lot of that. And once you get in your I think 35 or it might be 40, you'll get a quest from this guy, and what you basically have to do is form up a team and run a dungeon with a lower level person, and you'll get merit points for running him through the dungeon. And you can check the level, like, kind of like requirement if you click on 2, and it'll pop up you know, everything that you need to know, like what the level requirements are. So if you want to do Darkfall easy and you're level 29 and up, you just invite like a player that's level 30 and below, and you can do that and run them through that, and you'll get merit points. Actually, I'm sorry, it's 29 and below. Alright, so that's where you get your hematite. Actually, let's go back to that guy. You can also get your silverstone from this guy too. You're gonna need silverstone, and you're gonna need hematite. Lots of hematite. So that's where you get that. So you're in your 40s, and you're gonna want to do Dark Shrine or Deserted Shrine. If you press O, you go to Dungeons, and you go down to Deserted Shrine. You could start at 35. Once you hit 35, you're gonna want to start doing Deserted Shrine every time that you can, and you're gonna want to get these Misty Nyx treasure, because you're gonna need a lot of them to craft your dungeon crafted gear to get all the material. So I'm gonna head back over to what you guys need and where to get the materials that you need, which is gonna be over in this direction right here. So you come over here, which is up top in Suan, and you're gonna want to talk to the Guardian Lesser Grocer. Go to Lesser Materials, and you go over one tab, and these are all the materials that you're gonna need to craft your dungeon 40 gold gear. And every single piece is gonna require a Soul of Mist. Now you get Soul of Mist by opening up those Sun Nyx treasure packs that you get from Deserted Shrine. And once you have Demon Slayer points, you can use your Soul of Mist, and you can purchase your materials that you're gonna need. So you're gonna need Silica Mist, Mist of Fluorite, and your Mist of Jades, and your irregular Pearl Mist for pretty much all your gear. And you have to increase your Demon Slayer rank pass up to tier 3. So you gotta get Demon Slayer tier 3 in order to purchase these. Now, if you do a lot of farming and you have a lot of money, obviously you can open up the auction house and you can just purchase these stuff like Mist of Bright Jade. And there you go, you can buy your Mist of Bright Jade. But if you want to do it without buying, this is where you get it. So you can either buy it or buy it from this guy. He can only sell you one a week, but at level tier 4, you can buy another one a week, so you can buy 2 a week. But some people are impatient, so you might actually be buying one from an auction house. It's actually not that much. They've gone down in price, gone down a lot. So yeah, make sure you guys keep up on your Demon Slayer merit, and you can check that out if you press C. Go to order, and you want to complete for merit points, you want to complete your daily token, and you want to complete your weeklies, which would be listed right here. I've already completed mine for my level specific requirements or whatever, but it'll be in these 3 tabs. You get 2 weeklies and 1 daily for merit. Also, Ninefold Assault also has Demon Slayer merit that you can acquire. So those are the ways you can get your Demon Slayer merit up. Once you hit your requirement right here, and there's no red or no X's, you can come back to this guy and take his challenge, and you can level up your Demon Slayer tier, rank, whatever it's called, and move on to the next tier. Once you get to tier 3, you can start buying materials that you need for your gold gear. Now once you have all the materials for your gold gear, obviously go back to the NPCs and, you know, craft what you need. So yeah, like I said, you're gonna need a lot of hematite. Also, there's these first Leshy hearts. I didn't really go over these too much. Honestly, I would just buy them from the auction house. It's either that, or you can get silver in I forgot the faction, but I'll show you guys right now. Hopefully you guys are patient. Maybe I'll break this video down so it's a little faster, but I'm gonna go there right now. So you come over here, and this is where you get your Leshies. I get it from, I believe this NPC, the Hyperion faction, favor, shop, and you gotta have a silver card in order to purchase them, and they sell for 80 Imperial coins, which is really nothing. That's why I kinda... Actually, how much are they going for in auction house? What is it, first Leshy heart? Is it first Leshy heart? Hold on, let's type that again. Wait. Yeah, see, it's not that bad. People are gonna charge you a little more, obviously, just to make a little bit of profit, but really, it's not that bad of a deal. So if you don't have a silver card in Hyperion, whatever, just buy them from the auction house, or start doing that faction's quest to get your faction up. So that's how you get those. Then once you have all your gear, obviously you want to craft it. So once you have it all crafted, you're gonna want to start punching holes in it, and you're gonna want to advance the tiers and all that stuff. It's kind of optional. It depends if like if you really want to. Depends on how long you think you're gonna be in your 40s. Once you have all your gear made and you want to unlock the tiers on your gear, and what I'm talking about is if you go up here and you see where it says plus 10 or whatever, and you see the 4 bars, and usually it has a lock on the 4th bar. To unlock that 4th bar, you need to have tier beads, which are these right here, and you basically take your item to this guy and you use the tier activation. You put your armor in there and it'll ask for tier beads and it'll unlock that tier. Okay, real quick, I kind of missed something. Kind of want to explain something real quick. For your tier activation, obviously when you craft your guys' gear, you're not going to have any tier levels leveled up. To level that up, you're going to want to kill monsters to level up your tier level. And each time you level that tier level up in your armor, it's going to cost hematite. So make sure you have a lot of hematite on you. And the best way to fully level up all your tiers in your armor is to do Scour. So that's one of your dailies, Scour Dungeons. Go into there with your freshly made new armor or whatever, and you'll level up your tier levels really quick. And make sure you have a lot of hematite, because each time you level up each of those tiers is going to cost a hefty amount of hematite. That's how you do that. To socket more holes into your armor, you go to this NPC, put your armor in, and it'll ask for dragon spikes to drill a hole in it, and that's how you make your holes. So you're gonna need tier beads and dragon spikes, and you can get tier beads and dragon spikes from the Imperial Society merchant. That's the guy where you get the hematite from. So once you do that, you're gonna want to enchant your gear to a higher refinement. And what you do is go to this guy. Here, I'll take off a piece of gear just to show you guys. I want to talk to this person. Go to gear, refinement, and select your helmet that you have. And you put your helmet in there, and then you're gonna need phlogistons. And you put your phlogistons in there, and that's basically it. It'll give you a percentage to enchant it to the next level. So usually I would do 100% to get that level, but you can also further refine it if you want. You can go back into it and actually I wonder if I can show you right now. Hold on, I'm gonna test something out here. Put my helmet in there. I'm gonna go click on the first level. I've already got it to level 10, but you can go back and you can refine it even more. So you put your tier in there. And the good thing about this game is when you fail, it doesn't drop down a level like it does in most games. So that's kind of cool. It just fails and nothing else really happens. So let's say I refine my gear, it's level 3, and it's only at 4%. Well, it can get to 5% and give even better stats. So I only got 2. It's a 50% success rate. So we're gonna try and go for that 5%. So I'm gonna try right now. And nothing happened. No changes. I just blew through my phlogistons. Nothing happened. But you can further refine your gear later on. Now let's say you got all your gear to plus 10 or whatever, and you made your 50 gear. You can transfer over your plus 10 to your 50 gear. You can transfer that plus 10 over to your 50 gear, which is pretty cool. What you do for that is go to refinement transfer. So what you would do is take your original item, so it would be this. That's my original item, and let's say you have just pretend this is your 40 gear, and we can transfer it to your 50 gear, and it'll take that refinement and transfer it over. It only transfers over the refinement. It doesn't transfer over the sockets, and it doesn't transfer over the tier. So keep that in mind. So let's say, but that's your options for crafted. Now, if you made dungeon crafted gear, this stuff right here, if you made dungeon crafted gear, you can actually you can transfer over your tier level, and actually I think it's just your tier level that you can transfer over. So if you, let's say you already made your 40 gear and you want to transfer your tier level, well, you can click on this option and you can transfer all that over. So you got a lot of different options when you make the dungeon crafted gear. It's a little easier for transferring over your stuff. Okay, I guess you can transfer over your sockets too. So that's kind of cool. I did not actually know that. So yeah, you can, with the dungeon crafted gear, you can transfer over your sockets and your level and your tier level. What I mean by level is your enchantment level also. So that is nice. Keep in mind your old level 49 gear. You're gonna need you can use that old piece of gear to get a little bit of a discount on your next level. So let's say you already have your 49 weapon and you want to go make your 59 weapon. well, you can use your old 49 weapon as a discount. But let's say you don't have your 49 weapon and you just want to make your 59 weapon, we can go at the very bottom and make it from scratch. So that's kind of cool with the dungeon gear. So after you've done all that, you got all your gear enchanted, crafted up, socketed to your liking, that you can afford. You pretty much should be good to go on to 50. But there's a few more things you should do. If you press K and you go to your arcane arts, you should be at 30, actually not 30, 30. It might be 10-10, yeah. You should have 10 talent points before you progress any further. You want to make sure you're caught up on that, because it makes everything a lot easier. So make sure you're up on your skill levels, your special skills, and your cultivation, which is your skill cultivation right here. And then once you're done with that, you want to make sure you're up on your character cultivation. And I'm going to show you where you got to be in a guild for this. This is why in this game guilds are pretty important in this game. So I'm going to show you where that's at. And hopefully your guild has this already unlocked. Come on, loading screen. Wow, this takes forever. Okay, so you go to your guild base, and if you press M, you're going to want to go over here. It's called Cultivation Space. So we're going to fly on over there. And this is to further enhance your character's attributes. Come over here, talk to this person, go to Guild Cultivation Space, and you click on the second tab, and you're going to want to upgrade all of these. Depending on which class you are, you're going to want to upgrade them all the way. So let's say you're a physical attacker, and you're going to want to upgrade, let's say you're a sword master or a vanguard. You're going to want to upgrade physical armor, magical armor, HP, physical damage, and that's pretty much it. Now, I only did magic damage and additional healing because I was competing for might on a leaderboard. And since my guild's not exactly like super high in level, I went with that to compete in the might ratings. So don't do this, don't do what I did. I only do this to compete in might ratings. That was kind of a waste on my part, but that's alright. Once you get a certain amount of life force rating, you will unlock battlefield rating, and you can go into more options. Depending on your guild, they will probably have these unlocked, but right now I only have physical break and magic break. So you guys want to get as far as you can. Probably at level 49, I think you only have 20 that you can do. It depends. I haven't really checked, but you're gonna want to max that all out too, as much as you can before you hit 50, because it really helps out. And then also this guy, you can hone in your skills. You can kind of like level them up a bit. So you can only do this once a day. So you select the skill you want to hone, put it in there. It's gonna cost 60 fealty, and you press OK. And by tomorrow it'll be trained up and honed. So that is your character cultivation. So once you have your skill cultivation, you have your character cultivation all leveled up, you got your armor and your gear. That's pretty much it. You should be set for 50 and ready to do what you gotta do. It'll make leveling up a lot easier. If there's anything that I missed, let me know, guys. I covered tier activation. I covered socketing. Oh, actually, I should probably show you guys this. Hold on, I'm gonna take this back off, and I am going to show you how to socket the gems. These are called marks, and you want to click on this. It's called mark socketing. You can find this by pressing N, and it'll be right here. This one right here. This little button, mark socketing. So if you click that, it'll bring up this icon, and you can put your gear in there, and you can take out the gems, and you can socket your gems. So I can take that out, or I can put it back in. So I will go to this tab, and I can put my socket back in. What did I have in there? 2? That's pretty sad. Yep, 2. And that's how you do that. So yeah, you guys are going to want to work on your marks. Actually, I'm going to show you guys right now where to get your marks. So what you want to do is go to Sulan, and you can get your marks at the Imperial person right here. No, wait, it's the other guy. This guy right here. Purchase your marks with army coins. Now you get a discount if you use army coins on PvP marks. Get a little bit of discount. See how they're 150 for Mark 1s? Now if I go to PvE, they want 400. So you get a discount if you use army coins on PvP. Now if you want a discount on the PvE, you're going to want to go to the Demon Slayer merchants. If you look over here, they cost 200 for PvE instead of 400. So let's say you only like to do PvP. Well, then you could do it either way. You can spend all your Demon Slayers on PvP marks if you want, but it's more effective to use Demon Slayer points on PvE and your army coins on PvP. Now if you want to go into more advanced runes and marks and stuff like that, and you want to make or get your next tier of materials, let's say you're moving on to 59 gear, you want to go to Citus and the advanced merchants are going to be over here. So you go over here, and your PvP merchants are going to be right here, and your PvE merchants are going to be over here. So let's say you're ready to make your dungeon crafted gear for your 59 set, and you can't find the materials for it because the Sulan merchants only sell the low tiers. Well, if you want the advanced tier stuff, you're gonna have to come over here, and you'll have to talk to these guys over here. This is where all the Demon Slayer merchants are. So you come over here, talk to this guy, and he's got more options for you. If you go under common materials, you'll see he's got better marks. He's got Hematite 2. He's got all the 59 materials you're going to need for your gear. And that's where you get your more advanced stuff. And if you go on the other side, they also have all the PvP advanced stuff over there. So that covers that. Another thing you want to upgrade is your soul grid. So if you press C and you go to soul grid, if you do your main storyline quests, you'll get a free soul grid panel. a prototype. So also at level 55 you'll get another advanced one. But I think it's at level 35 you'll get your first one, or 45, somewhere around there. And you'll get a soul panel. What you do is you equip your soul panel into here, and then you can start equipping your crystals. And you just slot your crystals into here, and you get bonuses for those crystals if you fulfill a combination. So let's say you want to get 2% more max HP. Well, you're going to have to see what the requirements are. You're going to need 3 of the lightning, 3 of the fire, and 7 of this like earth icon, which is they call it fleece of heavenly metal. So what you're going to want to do is, if you hover over to your soul crystal, you'll see that it actually shows you how much of that element it actually gives. So the sky crystal actually gives 3 fire. So if you put that into here, it's obviously going to give you 3 fire over here. And since I have 2 of them, I have a total of 6 fire. So that's how I got my 6 fire, and that's from these 2 crystals. So that's pretty basic. Your middle one is going to be your chaos crystal. I'm not sure exactly when you unlock that. It might be 55. Your soul grid's probably not going to look like this. It's probably only going to have like 5 or 6 slots or something like that. But to get more, you're going to have to get to level 55, so that's later on. And you're going to want to upgrade, you know, your soul grid as best as you can to get these bonuses that fits your character. So once you're done with the soul grid, you should be alright to move on. I know it's a lot. You guys are always going to want to go into your character path, cultivation, and meet all the checkmark requirements. And that should be it. So if you guys have any questions, just leave a comment down in the video and I'll try to respond to everything that I can. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.